Welcome to T4G Sports, and today we're going to release our T4G scouting data on how to find gems with 3-star centers in college football 25. Without further ado, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, and don't just play the game, own the game. Let's light it up. Now, when it comes to the standard Agile centers, you can find really good guys on this, really good guys, but you're probably going to have to waste more points only due to the fact that the ranges are higher. For the athletic Agile centers, and I know some people say it's athlete centers, just imagine I'm saying that. To me, it just sounds weird to say athlete centers. All these guys in my head are athletes. One of them may be more athletic, and so that's kind of how I see it. So, just pretend I'm saying however you feel best at what you like, because I don't really care. So for the standard guys, here's one thing that's interesting. Like the range for run block finesse is a 74 to an 85. The range for the pass block finesse is 72 to a 79. Now, when comparing that to the athletic run block finesse and pass block finesse, theirs is a 63 to a 70, 63 to a 70. So you can see that their ranges, even their highs, are not as good as the lows of the standard Agile guys. Now, the strength is a little bit different because the strength goes from an 82 to a 91 for the standard Agile centers, the guys we have up on our screen. So the main 4 categories that you're looking for is run block finesse, a decent pass block finesse, strength, lead block, impact blocking. Because the impact blocking goes from a 72 as a low to an 88 as a high. And that's why I'm telling you can waste more points on these guys, just due to the fact that those ranges are a little bit higher. But if you do find some of those guys where their ranges are starting to clock out at those top ones, you're going to get a better overall player. So at the end of it all, out of 6 guys, we end up finding 2 of them who are gems. Okay, 2 of them who are gems. There's one of these guys, like a perfect example here. This guy, right away, we saw the bottom 4, the strength, speed, run block, and agility. I knew immediately that this guy's not worth it because of his speed. The speed range is a 66 to a 76. So when you see a 64, automatically turn away. But I wanted to fully scout him to show you guys that. And the big reason, and I stress this all the time, the big reason you want to find gems is because that tells you what their development is. Okay, that'll be an impact or greater development. Now for 4 stars and 5 stars, that's different because they get more development upgrades than 3 stars do. 3-star guys, the average is normal. 4-star guys, you can find hidden gems all the time. 5-star guys, hidden gems all the time. Even if it shows where they're a gray gem with a red X, they could still be considered a gem and even be better than gems, guys who are actually listed as gems. That's why you want to be precise. Now, we found 2 gems out of 6. Not a bad ratio. So now when it comes to athletic Agile centers, okay, what is the biggest indication? We'll pop up the average, the low, and the high. What's the biggest indication that you guys are looking for here? Well, you're looking for strength. That's number 1. Okay, because the strength range is an 87 to a 91. Okay, their lead block, impact blocking, those are all other indications that you're looking for. You want those to be as high as possible, obviously, and then just the rest of them, make sure you're not going lower than the low. If you're going lower than the low, cut off. Now, another thing, if you find one guy that's higher than the high by 1, lower than the low by 1 on 2 different categories, that's a guy to be interested in, because although we have done this so many times it's ridiculous to get these numbers, there are times where you'll come across a unicorn of sorts, and that happens. Okay, that happens. So I'm really looking for the strength here. Okay, I see this guy has an 85 strength. What do you think on that? His impact blocking is an 85. Now this guy looks pretty good, but our system's coming back and saying move on. He's not a gem. Okay, there you go. So not a gem right there. These guys are easier, so you waste less points. 63, 74 impact blocking, not bad. His pass block is a 64. What does that tell you? Move on, right? So that's why I'm telling you these guys are a little bit easier. So pass block finesse, this guy's a 70. Awareness is 61. That's pretty good. Run block is a 70, which is also really good. Speed is a 76, which is really good. That's the average. Agility is a 69, which is also really good. This is a guy who's worthwhile. Obviously, look at the yellow blocks. This guy, you could smell a little bit of a gem, but you don't know because his strength is going to tell you everything. It's all in his strength. So he hits it, but he still doesn't get the number. He hits some of the lows, and it is what it is. You have to get that insignia. This guy's got an 84 strength. Really easy. What does that tell you to do? Run away like hell. Okay, 66 there, not bad. 56 awareness. This guy barely makes the cut. Looking at his strength, I wish it was a little bit higher. 70 run block there, pretty high. This guy's got a 76. I swear to Lord have mercy, this guy was the same as this guy almost. I mean, it's like almost perfectly aligned, those two guys. 67 awareness, agility. So this guy's worthwhile looking in further. And there you go. You see that strength. So that'll tell you everything you need to know. 85 strength. What does it tell you? Bounce out. Bounce out. So there you go. That simple with these. This is why these guys here are easier to find gems, but that doesn't mean they're more rewarding. Okay, because even like, where's that gem guy here? Look at his run block finesse. Look at his pass block finesse. Okay, so you're seeing when these other guys' gems here, this guy, if you're looking at him in its entirety, this guy is a little bit better. So even though it took me more points to find those guys, I'm getting a bigger reward. So you may want to look at that and say, hey, if I'm a smaller tier school, a smaller program, I don't have as many hours, I may want to go with, even though it's not as valuable, I may want to go with the athletic agile or athlete agile guys because I know that the ranges are tighter and I can find those guys quicker. Okay. That's something you may want to go with. But when you start to get more money, more NIL, like I like to call it, which is those weekly hours, then you want to probably start turning your focus on the standard agile guys. It's kind of up to you. There's different ways to attack this. So let's pop up these pass protector guys. I got 2 of them because I don't really need to dive down so deep to where I make you puke with all this knowledge. They're good at pass block power and pass block finesse. The strength is where I just don't love. I just don't love the grit of these guys. They got good pass block, 77 to an 83 range. So those are some of the indicators that you want to look at. That pass block, just standard pass block, along with that strength are 2 indicators, and obviously the pass block power, pass block finesse. Those are the ones that you want to look at the range, because a lot of these other ranges are massive. Like speed can be a 61 to a 71, right? Run block could be a 55 to a 65. Agility, 57 to a 68. Like those are massive ranges, right? Even acceleration, 71 to a 78. You're looking at a 7-point gap there. Strength is still a pretty big gap as well. So like really pass block is going to be one of those where it's a tighter window. And that's kind of something you want to look at, is the tighter windows. Any of those where it's a tighter window is going to be obviously better. Now, awareness, their awareness is dog shit. Impact blocking there, his is 76. That's a high. Run block's a 58. It's not too shabby there. Where's his strength? Okay, we don't know with this guy. We don't know for a fact, so it's one of those you got to kind of jump on. And you see he just ends up not being too good. Goodbye. Okay, let's go here. He's got an 80. I like what I'm seeing there. His strength's a 78. Ah, God, but at least he's got the pass block. At that, his run block is his pass block finesse. You look at his run block, it's a 60. His agility is a 60 as well. The average is a 64. This guy's good enough to investigate further. Yeah, he ends up not making it. I really don't love pass block guys. They're not my favorite, dude. They're the pass protector guys. They're a little bit of a pain in the ass to find out which guys are good or not. And even when you find the guys who are good, are they actually good? Are they really as good as they should be when you're thinking of a gem? I would have to argue that that's probably not in the wheelhouse for them. So yeah, we're going to move on now. So now we're going to move on to the power guys, the standard power guys here. Now you'll notice the run block power, pass block power, like that can range all the way up to the low 80s, basically. Impact block is 78 to an 83, so that's a good range to look for. Strength, all over the place. That is all over the place. It can be an 82 to a 91. That's a big difference, right? That is a big difference, which is quite interesting, actually. Now, some of these other ones, like agility, 50 to a 55, right? That's a good range to look at. Also, speed, which is shocking with power guys. Some of those windows where you want to look to narrow them, speed is a good indication to look at because it's 61 to a 66. So that's a tight window there, right? So let's see what we can find with these guys here. Awareness is a 66. That's really good. His agility is a 54. That's actually pretty good. The impact blocking is an 84, which is, I mean, that's fantastic. So this guy's obviously going to make it to the next round. He doesn't end up getting it. It is what it is. He's not bad. He's a good guy, good player, but you're going to probably get a normal dev. And, you know, he's worthwhile picking up. There's no doubt about that, but you obviously want to be careful. 58 agility, that's concerning to me. That is concerning. His strength's an 88, which I like seeing that. But if it's too high, now he could just be a unicorn. I would have to say he's probably not going to be a gem. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because the data, even though he looks like he's good, when they're off the charts on the data, then there usually is a miss. There's something up on him. So at times, I know you want to jump forward on these guys and say, oh man, yeah, but look, he's breaking these numbers. And you look at that agility, the average range right there is a 50 to a 55, right? That's the range that you're looking at. So when he's hitting a 58, you're going, all right, where do you suck? What is the issue here that I'm seeing that he's probably not going to be that good? And when looking over his numbers here, I mean, he's hitting some good numbers. I can't complain at all with his numbers. 85, his lead block also is a 76. His speed is a 56. There you go. There's the indication. So that's how you can kind of see the range there, and it kind of moves. So that's why this data is so important, because most guys would see that number, those numbers right in the beginning, and they'd go, this guy's a beast. This guy's a beast. And they get him and they're like, he's not that good. Well, what the system did was it just swapped. It said, okay, we're going to give you more on agility, but then we're going to crap on you when it comes to speed. And that tends to be a tendency there. So that's kind of what you want to watch out for. Okay, right? 89 strength. Pretty damn good, baby. I like this guy so far right out of the gate. 62 awareness. Pretty good out of the gate there. Impact blocking is an 86. I'm sniffing some shit is what I'm sniffing. I'm sniffing shit. Yeah, there you go. Same thing. It's too high. Too high, which is odd. 77 there, 66. Can't complain. Run blocks is 70. Okay, what's his strength look like? I don't know. I'm on the fence with this guy. I'm on the fence. 74. Okay, I can't really see enough. This guy, you just got to take a chance on. Yeah, not seeing it, unfortunately. And there you go. I mean, it's just hard. It's hard, but the data really helps make it easy for you as much as possible. Like some of these guys, I wouldn't even gone after. Like this guy here, I would not have gone after. Because of seeing that agility, because it was a 58, because it was too high. I would have actually not gone after him. So that's what you have to look at. It's really not just looking at the data, but making sense of the data. So hopefully this helped you guys, and you guys go and crush it. You dominate. You're the best in the Solarverse, and we'll see you in the next one.